What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and in this video we are going to talk about responsive HTML web pages. So without any further ado, let's get started. So what is responsive web design? Well, responsive web design is about creating web pages that look good on all screens. And a responsive web design will automatically adjust for different screen sizes or viewports. So screen sizes is in, like, your computer or your phone. Those are two different screen sizes. And viewports is like if you're on your phone, let's say if you're holding it straight or if it's on its side like that. So it's gonna automatically adjust for that. And so it's basically just to make your code like universal, to make it applicable to different devices and viewports instead of writing different code for each, you know, viewport, because at that point it's just going to get extremely tedious. So a way to set up the viewport is just to add some code like this. And what this is this is the meta tag, and what it does is it gathers information about the data on your screen. So essentially, it just provides important information about a document. So this is just going to set the viewport of your page, and it's going to give the browser instructions on how to control the page's dimensions and scaling and all that so that it matches on everything. Because you can't have just one different, sort of web page for a phone, because some phones are larger than others. So that's why this meta tag is important, because it relays the information about the web page so that it can look good. So, one thing that's very common in a lot of HTML pages is images. Search up any web page, there's going to be an image on there. And people like images because they are good ways to show what you're talking about, and they just add character to your web page. So a way to do responsive web design with images is just to do something like this. Image source equals, I really don't know what images I have on here, so I'm just gonna choose something. So I'll do something like this, and then I'm just gonna style it over here. So I'm just gonna do style. I'm gonna style equals quotations with, and I'm gonna do a colon, and I'm just gonna do 100%, and just put on a semicolon right over here, and just close off this tag. So this is what this does is this just makes the width 100% of your screen size. So for example, if I had that image here, it would be all the way from here to here. And let's say if you were on your phone, it would be from the left side of your phone screen to the right side of your phone screen. So maybe something like from here to here. So yeah, that's just images. And if the max width property is set to 100%, the image is going to scale down if it has to, but it never has to scale up larger than its original size. And you can even go as far as to show different images based on the browser width. So I got this code from W3 Schools. They're a good website, check them out. So so over here, you see, just it's based on the screen size. So over here, if the max width of your screen is about 600 pixels, which is a relatively small screen, that it's gonna show a different image over here. And rather than if the max width is, let's say, something a lot higher, 1500 pixels, it's gonna show a different image. And yeah, so essentially you just get a lot of controllability over your design decisions, and it works great for you know having as less work for the programmer as possible, and the web pages still look awesome. And You can also do this with text. You could do something like, here, let me delete this. You could do something like H1, close this. I'll put some text in here. I'll say programming, and just any text. That's really not the point. But so over here we have the tag, and what we're gonna do, if you want to, have that responsive web design, what we can do is style equals quotations font dash size equals 10 VW and an exclamation and a semicolon over there, and this shouldn't be equals, there should be a colon. So over here, so what this does is this sets the font size to 10 VW. And now let me explain what VW is. VW is the browser window size. So for example, 1 VW is going to be 10% of your viewport width. So let's say if your viewport is, I don't know, 100 centimeters, it's 1 VW is going to be 1 centimeter. So I don't know, on a device that, let's say has 100 VW, no, that has 100 centimeters as its viewport, this is going to be 10 centimeters of that. So programming is going to be 10 centimeters of that. So you can do a lot of things with responsive web design. Ultimately, the goal is the same, just to have your one design be displayed across many different platforms and viewports so that it looks good, and it makes it extremely convenient to just and it makes it extremely convenient to make web pages, because then you don't have to worry about, what if so and so has a different screen size, and if they're watching it on the TV, is it going to be like too small or something like that? So, it's a great feature that they've included, and it's very much appreciated. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.